Take a pic.
Poster you got behind you there, Lauren.
Oh, Wolvie?
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Wolverine. I had that comic book like a million years ago.
They were giving them out free at the 50th anniversary for Wolverine. My comic shop gave it away for free.
That's dope.
I had the original, and I think I sold it like about a million years ago. Yeah, I know.
Oh man,
I have it on digital. That's it.
Ooh,
Well, we're not here to talk about Wolverine, are we, Matt?
No, yeah, I'll jump in.
I mean, I can talk about Wolvie all day, but yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hops Geek News, your home for comic books, movies, TV shows, and this is going to soft launch. We're going to soft launch, okay, into our spooky season, if you will, because it's September. The leaves are starting to fall. The leaves are starting to change. You may be out there going to Halloween horror nights. You may be all whatever it is. And with that, we have our friend Carl J Grasso back to talk about his film that is out now, The Mutilator 2. So, Carl, hey, welcome back, my friend. The movie is out. We have seen it, so it's been a little while, and I appreciate you coming to hang out and kind of chatting before your big. You got a convention coming up this weekend.
I do. It is if you guys want to meet me, and Lauren's met me in person, and like she's beside herself when we won't talk about that right now. But you can meet me at Syracuse Marriott downtown, New York. It's Scare A Con. You can go to scareacon.com for tickets. It is from September 5th, this weekend, September 5th to the 7th. And there are a lot of other people you can meet there. It's a horror convention. You can meet, I believe Kane Hodder is going to be there, Felicia Rose, some of the regulars. And this Scare A Con is a 40th anniversary for the film Fright Night, as well as the first Mutilator. So crew and cast from the will be there, and Mutilator Part 1, the original cast will be there, who are also in Mutilator 2. So it's a great crossover.
Are you guys going to be doing like screenings from both films? Is there any screenings planned at all for this while you're there?
We are screening the second movie.
Nice.
There. So you can actually see the second movie. And we will have a panel afterwards with me, the director, and the cast and crew. So it's
are you bringing
the
head?
We are fun. I am bringing my trench coat and possibly the head.
Oh, there we go.
We're not giving any spoilers away, so
no spoilers.
I was going to say I don't even want to explain that, but actually, one of my questions was, did you get to keep the head? There you go. Well, the question has been answered.
Actually, I have an exclusive for Hops Geek News. I'm going to use that as my my vocal warm up from now on. Hops Geek News exclusive. Mutilator 2 is now on streaming, Amazon Prime, which we did last month, and now YouTube TV, Google, and Apple. So now you can rent us on all those platforms.
Heck yeah. That's just in time, for the spooky season. And I mean, Mutilator 1 is 40th anniversary, like you kind of said, and now this is the perfect follow-up as well. Why don't you kind of give everybody the premise? We're talking no spoilers because we don't want to spoil people for the movie, but what is the premise of Mutilator 2? Because actually a lot of the cast from Mutilator 1, they were in this Mutilator 2 film, as a fun fact to everybody out there.
Yes, Ruthie Martinez and Bill Hickok are, and actually Buddy Cooper is. And there's some Easter eggs with some people from the original film that actually come into the second one. The second one's quick premise is a film crew is doing a remake / sequel to the original movie. So it's like a meta film. And I actually play a producer on the film who wants to get the film done and like wants to have inappropriate relations with all the female cast members. And
you're going to advance their career, to be fair.
I will advance their career, yeah. And it is a comedy that kind of spoofs all requels, or is that the word? Yeah, we said that requels, or
yes.
Or kind of legacy sequels. Because to be honest, I mean, I'm not comparing my film to any other film, but I have seen some sequel / legacy stuff recently that I go, why did you even bother with this?
Yeah.
It's kind of, and the budget was like 20 times what we have. And we're like, huh? You
What
brought
did you
everybody back
spend it
for this?
on?
Yeah, like why did you? Well, we spent it on this actor, but this actor was like
Yeah.
not, giving what he needs to give, and
Mm.
they can either be good or bad. Kind of, but our film kind of comments on that. And our film is not to be taken seriously. It is a good time. It is a comedy, and we have some great kills. I'm not going into anything,
Yeah.
and it's going
Yeah,
to be
I
a
mean,
good
I had to
time.
turn away a lot of times. I had to go, oh, and like
There
look
was,
back.
and I was expecting in some of the scenes as well to, normally for whatever reason they'll start to show the graphicness of some of the kills and then they shoot away. But no, you guys, camera stayed
Yeah,
on
you
some
went
of
full
these
on,
moments,
and they're
and
practical effects too.
Yes,
yes,
yes.
So,
I don't.
and I will say this movie is very meta, and you guys make fun of yourself, which I
Oh,
I mean, we just finished our, recent episode recording Supernatural, and that's one of my favorite things about that show is how much they make fun of themselves. So I always love when people don't take themselves too seriously. And yeah, for anybody who is not familiar with Mutilator 1, so that is from 1984. You don't need to see that to enjoy this. Of course, that always helps to
no.
have more background information.
you guys do a good job
But
of catching people up though in
yes,
this movie to give everyone a brief overview to kind of bring them to speed, which I always like as well.
but the
It's
premise
like,
of that was a college student who accidentally killed his mother as a child decides to take his friends to his father's fishing cabin during fall break, not knowing that his psychotic father is stalking the place and is killing everybody. So that's the first movie. So now, yeah, so let's get into the second movie about I love how it starts too. And for a second, I was like, wait, did I put on the original? I got confused for a second. And I'm sure that was intentional. And
yeah.
then I was like, no, this is the second one. So, yeah. So the original, you got a few of the original cast. And one of them is the Weekend at Bernie's guy. I was like, wait, I know that guy.
Well, he wasn't from the original movie, but yeah, that's Terry Kaiser, who's a horror legend in his own right. He's been in
Yeah.
tons of films, and I mean, he's a TV legend. He's been a
And a
pro,
bunch of stuff. Yeah.
and I mean, from like the '70s, from you name the television show he was on, to Friday the 13th Part 7. I think he was in Weekend at Bernie's, of course. Tons of stuff, and a really nice guy. And I really was honored to work like next to him. I didn't have any scenes with him, but like he was a very amicable person. Like we've had
Yeah.
dinner together, very nice man. And it was just a party. Like it was just fun and not just with him, but like with the rest of the cast and crew. It was a good time. But yeah, it's he plays Mr. Kaiser. Terry Kaiser plays the original killer in the first movie, the actor Jack Chatham, who actually is in Mutilator 2 in a cameo. You gotta find him, but he's
Ooh, I love some good
he's
Easter
there.
eggs.
There's a few cast members from the first movie that are in like background scenes. Like we have a big party sequence, and there's quite a few that like walk past, and
Okay.
and sometimes other cast members just walk around. There's a joke. One of my friend Abby Rose, who was an extra PA on the set, we had a drinking game and like where can we find Abby? 'Cause she's in like 30 scenes. Like I feel like she runs past me like twice. It's funny, but yeah, no, it's a love letter to the original movie, and as you can tell, his characters should talk about the original movie to begin with, and then once that's done, the other two really starts.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
So what was it like kind of getting into your character then? Because your character is, I love the accent you go with. It's that just you play it up, you ham it up a little bit, which I loved. It fit the theme to the movie, and it looked like everybody on camera you can tell is having a good time. They're all just really pumped to be there. So what went into building your character for this film?
on the page, it was kind of icky. Like my character's a sex obsessed Harvey Weinstein.
He's not a
type of
nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
not a,
definitely not a nice guy.
not a nice guy. Not
That's
a
kind of
nice
why
guy
I
at all.
laughed when Matt asked the question. I'm like, oh, this answer is going to be good.
I know, well, because you were completely different from that, and like, so it's always interesting to see like how you get into these mindsets, and I love hearing about these details.
I talked to the actress Cody Cameron, who was the actress in the scene where she plays Sandy, the prop girl, and I said to her, I'm like, I kind of don't want to do this straight in the sense of what's on the page and make it serious, because then it would be more creepy and it would be very off-putting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go the opposite way, and I'm gonna go so over the top that if you want to, like, you don't want to be in this room with this guy because, like, he's gonna sell you out or something, or steal your wallet, or he's gonna do something underhanded to do something for himself. So I worked up an accent where I'm like, I combined Jack Nicholson and Joe Pesci and I sped it up, and I'm like, let me
Mm.
just go nuts with this, and just like try to be cool like Nicholson, and just but like just a rude. Not saying that Mr. Like what Joe Pesci has played in the past in
Well,
his films.
right. No,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
completely see
and
where
like
you're coming
that,
from.
like he could go, hey, hey, stupid, look at this. Like he'll yell and scream at somebody and not even
Right.
think twice about it. And I'm like, well, let me just do that. And before we were shooting, I think a few like one of the producers was like, well, are you okay? Like you're kind of not doing. We did a rehearsal and I was kind of quiet during the rehearsal. I'm like, well, I just don't like to just do it. If I'm really into my character, I have to absorb. I can't like act on command, because
Mhm.
that's every town has an improv company, and it's like throw out a thing like, oh, sneaker and a bar mitzvah. Like I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
I
everybody's
want
different.
to come up with something. I want you to meet the guy, so I will not to sound actory, but I kind of disappear into the guy. Like I think
Right.
I told you this when I did the play. I was Hercule Poirot. Like I
Mhm.
had to just all I did was study that guy, study the French accent, and this guy I created two different accents and I merged it once, and I'm like nothing's off limits to this guy. Just
Yeah.
do anything, and I've gotten some very good feedback from lots of people. that
Well, it
that
was
guy.
nice that yes, he's, a creepy guy and like he's trying to, be like a D-bag, but at no point did it seem like any girl who was in a room with him was in danger. If anything,
No,
they flipped the script a little bit. So it was more,
And it really
that
also fit the
goof.
vibe of the film too, like how you played your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
he's yeah, like he pays for stuff. Like nobody, like no one loves him because he's not a
He's there
nice
for the
guy.
money. Yeah, he's financing the film. He
Mm.
just wants his film to get out there, and of course, he's not the best guy. So everybody's just like, all right, he's paying for the movie. Let's just get this over with, kind of deal. But like Lauren said, there was no. I think the way you went about it really fit the vibe. Versus that, you could have gone into the creepy aspect, but the fact that this was such a meta type film, and you're kind of almost characters making fun of themselves to a degree, I think that fit way better. And I love the fact that you kind of absorb and go into those characters too, because everybody has their own way of getting into these headspaces. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how to
The
act, so
situation the, the situation was a joke to begin with, but
yeah.
I just had to become larger than life in that. And like I said, maybe on your previous podcast, me as an actor, whatever I do, whatever's on the page, and if it's not great, make it memorable.
Right.
Mhm.
Make people remember you. Like
Turn
there's
it
a
into your
church
own.
scene. There's a church scene in the film, and
Yes.
it's a funeral, and they pan over to me, and I just ad libbed. Somebody's giving a eulogy, and I just ad libbed to the actor next to me. I just started laughing because they said I'm gonna miss the guy, and I'm like, and I just started laughing, and the
Which is
crew
very
liked it.
on brand for your character too, like having have
Exactly.
met him, right?
Yeah,
The prop that you guys go with, was that added after the fact that you decided to change the scene into that more, kind of hamming it up thing? I guess I don't want to spoil it, but there is the head. We'll say the head. Was that added in? Was that always in the script, or was that something you guys decided to fit the theme that you were going with for that scene?
I have something glued to me that is throughout the whole film, and it's in a spot that's very hard to hide, and I hide it with a trench coat. This was in the script. I did not do any of that stuff. In fact, we did costume tests on how to attach it to me, and wardrobe tried their best, and they tried fishing line, I believe, and something, and the head popped off me, off the costume. So Mr. Hitchcock, who was also in the film, was the prop guy. He said, "Screw it," and we took a coat hanger, stabbed it in the forehead, twisted it down, attached it to me, and I could jumping jacks, and it was great. And I'm just
Nice.
It's
sitting on the
funny
set with a
how like
trench
the
coat.
littlest things could be the,
Yeah,
fishing line you would think be, but nope, just a good old fashioned, coat hanger, nothing too fancy. And it worked really well.
So
and it worked. I was running around the set with this thing attached to me with the trench coat.
So that is a great fun fact. And on this podcast, we're big on fun facts, whether we're talking a movie, a TV show, superheroes, a comedy, anything. we're big on researching fun facts. So since we have you here, can you give us some fun facts from the movie that only you could tell having been on the set, outside of that very memorable coat hanger into the head fun fact?
There's I said like there's the Easter eggs. I don't want to give
Oh yeah,
that
that
away.
was a great one.
We had real stunt teams. Stunt team from Florida help us out with some of the later stunts in the film. Don't want to give away with that. Um, Mr. Joe Castro, he did the special effects, and I mean, I had one kind of stunt that we had to figure out on the fly. Me and Bill Hitchcock and Ruthie Martinez figured this out, where I actually ruffle my trench coat where I have a name tag on my lapel and it
Mhm.
falls off. So Mr. Cooper wanted it to actually fall off physically. Okay, well, how do we do this? And Mr. Bill took a little thread, and I had it attached to my hand. And at a certain point, I go, "Get out of my way!" And I move my hand, and you can't see in the film,
Mhm.
and the tag just comes off perfectly.
Huh.
Takes
Yeah,
6
it
or
looked like
7,
it
but
just fell
yeah.
off. Right.
yeah. But I mean, now it'd be like CGI'd. If we had a bigger budget, I'm sure
Oh, right,
something,
yeah.
like
But
as
there's some
simple
I
as
love
that.
the practical way of going about things though, like
Yeah.
that, because I feel like it works and it holds up way more.
Yeah, that's why Jurassic Park, I think, holds up so well. They didn't take advantage of all the computer stuff they had then. I mean, they still
Well,
did use computer stuff, but like the T-Rex was practical effect.
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. I see. Well, again, that's $100 million budget compared to, I don't know.
Right, but that was
Well,
1993.
no, but still, yeah, and
And that
the thing
movie
is,
still holds up well against movies today, I feel like.
Some people on this podcast remember 1990.
I saw Jurassic Park in theater. I remember going that day. My mom said we're seeing
Okay.
it in digital Dolby surround
hey,
sound.
come on, man, I was alive. I just didn't
He was
have
a
a
toddler.
frontal lobe. I don't know, but but
Oh,
like
you're
you
top.
guys,
I was
I will
not.
say, speaking of like the practical side of things, real quick, there were some moments where I just couldn't help but yell out in my head, "Is it cake?" Because just some of the moments where they're taking things.
Oh.
If you've ever seen the show "Is It Cake," it's you have to determine if something is cake or not. And there's some moments, some kills and things where there's practical, and there's a knife going through certain objects. And I'm like, in my head, is it cake? And I don't know why that's popping in my head, but
There's
it
so
was
many
really
scenes that
good.
are so creepy. Yeah, and you're like, "Oh my
There's
god,
a
I
lot
have
of
to
good
look
death
away," but I
sequences
can't.
in this
Yeah.
I
film.
think they used cake. No, they didn't. They used
They did
real
not use
Japanese
cake.
latex
They used a real
things,
person.
and I mean, they built a giant pylon for one of the scenes where somebody had to be attached to a
Oh
pylon,
god,
Oh
that was
wow.
terrible.
and they
Yeah.
built that, and that is a great kill, which I will not give away.
There are a lot of
I'm not
good
gonna say
ones in
anything.
this movie.
It's if you
That
look
was,
at the
I feel like,
poster.
one of the worst kills
Yeah.
Oh
for
no,
other
that was the
reasons
real
too.
pylon.
I'm not gonna, yeah, but okay, go
But
ahead. The poster.
worse for a good reason.
Yes, worst in
Yeah.
that like
But
it was the best kill, but like the least I would want to experience if I was being brutally
but
murdered.
also, who was the cause of the death made the kill worse?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know it's
Yes.
funny we trying to dance
Trying
around
to
the
be vague,
spoilers
but
here.
yeah.
So, speaking of, I know we had some things there. Is there any good behind the scenes stories that you can kind of tell us or share with us here from filming?
Yeah, especially
Well,
with bringing back the old cast. That had to be very interesting. Or the
Oh, yeah, I
original
mean,
cast, I should say.
when I met Ruthie and Bill, I kept every other day I woke up to Bill. I'm like, don't you like? I'm like, how nostalgic are you? Like, does all these memories come back to you, Bill? You were in the film, in the original film, and you were killed really brutally. Like, you must have so much nostalgia. And he's like, no, I don't. But then every day I kept saying it to him. So he's like, "Will you shut up?" And the scene that I was talking about with the name tag and the lapel and the piece of string. At one point, Bill Hickok and Ruthie are helping me with my trench coat to make sure that the prop works. And I look up and I see Buddy stick his head in between them, and it's like, this is surreal right now. I got the director of the original film plus the 2 stars making sure I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great. So that would be like a John Carpenter and
Yeah.
like Jamie Lee Curtis like helping me out to make sure I was okay. And that
Right.
was just weird. Plus, I mean, I we used to have movie nights after the shoot, like just to calm down. We had a great couple of weeks doing this, and one night we had Young Frankenstein playing on a big movie screen by the beach, and the cast and crew just gathered, and we just laughed hysterically. And then I heard a very familiar type of laugh. I turn around and Mr. Kaiser's sitting right
Just
there,
hanging out right there too.
just hanging out with us.
Just
And
hanging
I'm like,
out.
wow, this is cool. I'm
That
like,
is
this is
really
amazing.
cool. Like I said, you guys, it really shows and it comes through on screen that you guys really felt like there was a bond there with the cast and crew. And so to hear these stories of, yeah, you got together on the beach and just had these moments, I feel like that's really awesome that it both on screen and off screen, you really had this relationship and it does show.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
like Matt, for example, other shoots, we're not there. Some shoots are not as close as others, but like I
Right.
still
Right. Like
communicate with
Seinfeld.
all the cast members. I mean, the majority of them. Like, oh, hey, how you doing? Kind of thing. So
I
I'm
love
Right.
that.
constantly.
We were
I
so close
do.
for a certain period of time working on something, and that
Yeah,
you
and they're in
create
LA,
those
and
bonds. Yeah.
Yeah.
during the fires, I made sure that a few of
Mm.
them who were out in LA were okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a good bond. Now going into what are, if you think people will enjoy this film, obviously I think they will as well. What are some horror movies that you think
If you enjoyed this,
relate?
you'll
Yes.
enjoy Mutilator too.
That's how I was,
Like a pitch, like, if you enjoyed Friday the 13th, make sure to see Mutilator 2.
we're kind of unique because we're kind of a comedy type of thing. I would say like Slumber Party Massacre 2 or something
oh,
silly like that.
I've seen those movies. Yes.
Yeah, or
I'm
like
nodding, but I've actually never seen them.
Return to Horror High. I'm old. I'm naming stuff from the 80s.
They're on Amazon
Or like
Prime, actually, Lauren. You can watch them this year.
Mm.
or even like we're not as funny as like a scary movie or something, but like
Sure.
we're borderline like funny. Like or like okay, so Osgood Perkins, he did the Stephen King movie The Monkey.
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen it
yeah.
yet. Yes.
I think that's last year. I think he did.
It came out in
Scott-
February. I just,
Yeah, it's
I,
on
Oh, this
Hulu
year.
now,
Okay.
actually.
I
Yeah.
want to reread the short and then watch it when my Halloween decorations are up.
You actually don't need to because it's really has nothing to do with the short, and it's a comedy.
Oh.
That's all I can say.
Interesting. I didn't realize
Okay.
it. Yeah,
It's
I did not.
It's kind of
I
like
haven't seen it yet.
us in the sense that we're like, oh yeah, there's gruesome stuff, but it's still funny. There's some funny
Oh,
stuff.
I can get into that. All right.
Like I this won't be a spoiler, but like in my movie, a gruesome death happens, and then a minute later, my character walks in and says, "Oh, the light broke. But can we fix it?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
like I don't get it. There's a dead body right there.
Right. You guys are
Then-
very
Very true.
disconcerted with
Then I
death.
yes. Then I yell, "Hey, drool," which is Italian for shithead, and we kept it in.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, that's a fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. Well, that's I don't know about from this movie, but okay.
I
But
do
yeah,
love
no,
a good
it's
fun fact.
it's short. It's not 3 hours. It's a fun movie.
Right.
You know,
It's not a
is,
Marvel
yes.
3 hours long movie.
You could just
And
hang
no.
out and have fun.
You don't feel like you have to
Absolutely.
pee your pants during it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wear a
Well,
diaper, I guess.
Now,
So
go ahead, Lauren.
No, I was gonna say, so last time we talked to you though, and you mentioned this before, you were working on a play. So do you have any upcoming theater projects you're working on?
Well, actually, funny you say that. I actually have a film that I'm working on right now, which
Ooh.
actually has a Film Indigogo. We just released, I think, last week. RJ Couch, who is a young film director in Pennsylvania, gave me a treatment, which is a basic outline for an idea for a film. And we've been talking on and on, off and on. I met him at the Creature Feature Weekend last year in Gettysburg. He's a good person, and he showed some talent. And he showed me this treatment, and we kind of said, hey, maybe we could raise a little bit of money and maybe shoot it locally to maybe where he is or I am. It's called The Suffering, and it's like The Strangers meets Devil's Rejects
Ooh.
type of thing, where I am trapped in a situation, or maybe I'm trapped in a situation and I get tortured or suffered
Mhm.
for until I confess my sins or something. And there's a scene that's pretty gory that I read in the treatment, and I'm like, there's no way I can't do this. And I'm not giving anything away, but it's
Right.
granted, I am basically the premise is I'm strapped to a chair for almost 75 minutes getting the crap kicked out of me. But then
Dang.
I suffer other people. Let's just say that. And I'm like, you know what? For the first time ever, I think it's time for me to try my hand at being producer.
Hmm.
So if you
Ooh.
guys are on Film Indigogo, check out The Suffering from iBudget Films. and Cargo Inc. You can find it. It's our poster is a screaming head, which is funny, an AI generated screaming head. I have to say that.
A lot of heads
And
going around.
Yes.
and of course. And give $5, give whatever you want. We have good perks if you want to. We even have a perk if you want to die in the film. Not for real. You can always.
Not for
Love to
real.
die in
I
a
like the
film. I want
disclaimer.
to
Not for
be
real.
murdered in a film. Yes.
We're not Kevorkiing anybody.
I have to say that because people
I get it.
But,
Yeah, you got to give the disclaimer.
It's called The Suffering. So I cannot wait to go before cameras with this one because I just want to do it.
That sounds awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. We'll have to link that in the notes of this because that
Great.
sounds awesome. And I've always wanted, like, I love that.
I've always wanted to die on camera.
Yeah, that'd be the funnest thing ever. I just feel like being killed in a horror movie. That's awesome. That is so much fun.
Pennsylvania.
That's that is a good time. I will gladly die in a horror film for free. Even come on.
Just a caveat to say is that since I'm producing and I'm helping maybe structure some of the scripts, we actually have some good plot twists. It's gonna be a well acted movie because I'm going to insist on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to take our time and we're going to thrill the heck out of you.
So super in for that.
Please donate $5. Is what I'm saying.
Yo, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's going to be linked right here so people can go and check it out.
Thank you.
I love indie films. Supporting indie films is also massive and a huge thing. It's without indie films, I mean, you don't get the bigger films, right? And these are passion projects for a lot of folks as well. And being able to tell these stories that you want to tell. And this one sounds awesome. I actually really love the premise of this. At the same, it sounds interesting, and getting to see, we've seen you on screen. Now we kind of get to see the producer side of things. So I hope this, when this gets made, we'll be right here waiting for this to get made and talk about it with you as well.
And granted, yes, I'm the star, but there's a reason why I'm the star, because I think I can do this. I think I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair. In Mutilator 2, for example, I loved the way you dove into that character. So I have full confidence. I can't wait to see a different side as well. And if anybody has gotten a chance to check out some of your films, you've got a lot of good range to you. So I have no doubts that you can also pull it off.
Yes, I do have one that's on Tubi that came out last month. It's called Bloody Nun Last Rites. If you want to see a fun movie too, where I play kind of another jerk. But I play a guy with pink pants, and he's a television producer this time. I seem to play producers for some reason all the time. But that's fun. That's on Tubi. That's free. I talked about The Blackest Darkness. I believe that's still on Tubi. So I'm just search me.
Yeah,
you can find me on
it's the right time of year too. I mean, it's if you're looking for some good, horror movies, just kind of start getting into that feeling, that vibe. These are good movies for you guys. Absolutely. 100% agree. Aside from that, where on social media, I know there's IMDb. We will link that in the notes. Is there anywhere people can follow you to stay in the know for your upcoming projects?
Probably Instagram's best at Carl J Grasso at Instagram. At Insta? I don't know what the kids say.
It's in the links. Because good news, guys, because I put in the links too. But Instagram's right there. And absolutely, look, there's so many social media platforms out there. Sometimes it's so hard to keep up at times, and the changing of the platforms and things, but go follow him. A lot of good things. And I do look forward to getting to chat with you again, and hopefully getting together here since we're kind of down the road from each other and sharing beer. But I want to say thank you so much for coming on.
You get Lauren too. Bring Lauren.
Yes. That's right. Well, it's funny because we were in Asheville in June together. We took different paths to get there. So I drove through the Greensboro route and she came up. So it is funny. We were in North Carolina relatively recently, but we'll have to make some trips and do some things. And especially if you guys, take the movie on a tour or a spin or something like that. Hey, we'd love to get a chance to hopefully attend some of the screenings even.
Yeah, that might happen because Mr. Buddy Cooper got the rights to the original film, so we may be doing back-to-back. Mutilator 1 and Mutilator 2 nights.
Oh, right. Hey, there we go.
Are you guys planning on doing MegaCon again?
I don't know, but we're doing Scare A Con, and we'll figure out what con we're doing next. That sounds
right. Yeah, I know it's still for a lot of people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
conventions. Not we're trying to con people.
All the conventions for everybody out there. Go ahead and anytime you got conventions, just let us know. And hey, thank you again for joining us and getting to share these moments with us. Everybody, make sure you check out Mutilator 2. Google Apple, YouTube TV, Amazon Prime. No matter where you
Yes.
watch it, definitely, it's just a few bucks to go watch a film that's going to be a good time and shut your brain off to, man. Like, can't ask for anything better than that.
Light that
And it-
pumpkin scented candle, pour that pumpkin beer,
You want to get
and
in a good
enjoy the
spirit.
gruesome death
Yes.
of a whole bunch of people.
And if you're in Syracuse, New York, you can actually meet me, which would be cool.
Yes.
Scare A Con.
Woo!
There you go. You know where it is. Do that. We will catch you guys next time. Cheers, everybody.
Take a